Hey guys, Jacqueline at Jacqueline Joyce. Some of you know me. I'm the chick that stutters. I had a YouTube channel talking mostly about stuttering for a while, and then I took a break. And I took a break mostly because I did not think that I had anything else to say. I'm a huge supporter of if you don't have anything to say, don't say anything at all. Because, you know, like, what are you talking about then? You're not really talking about much. And so at that moment, with all of my experiences with stuttering, I had kind of expressed everything that I needed to express. And now I'm back because I have a lot more opinions. I have a lot more life that I've lived, a lot more experiences that I've gone through, a lot more to say. So after the last time we talked, I ended up going into the comedy field as a writer. And now I write comedy, I do stand-up, I write sitcoms, and so on. And so I really wanted to find the field that I was going to like stick with and really pursue as my art, because overall I knew I was an artist and I knew I enjoyed creating things, but I wanted to really narrow it down. So, and with that, I wanted to find more ways to challenge myself with my speech, because I had gotten to a point where I was like, okay, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what other videos to talk about. My speech isn't really changing. I'm doing the same stuff over and over. So I took an improv. I took 2 improv classes, and once those finished, I had officially started to do stand-up, which I loved. It was scary starting out, and when I was doing stand-up then, I was memorizing my whole set so that when I got on stage, I was just saying stuff that I had memorized, and I would not stutter. Harlem will always be Harlem. The only thing that's changed is I can go to Whole Foods and my weed man's at the same time. That's the only change. Until I did this one set on live TV. I was asked to do a set, and I went up there and I completely paused. I blocked the entire time. I didn't get one joke out, not one punchline, nothing. Don't get too caught up. It was public access, so it wasn't like so bad, but for me, it was really devastating because overall, that was my worst fear. My worst fear was to have something like that happen in front of tons of people. And I don't know how many people were watching that public access station, but you know, it was in front of my peers who were fellow writers and comics and people who are totally thriving in the industry. So that happened. And then I had stopped doing stand-up for a while and just really started focusing on writing. And that was going well. And as soon as I felt ready to get back into stand-up, which by the way, I should not have taken that time off. I took that time off because of fear, and every moment that I could have stepped on stage that I chose not to, that just reinstilled the fear that I had from that one time that I had bombed on live TV, mind you, but still. Okay, so right when I was about to get back on stage, I got a call that my mother was sick. So my mother was taking care of my grandmother, and I was then finding out that my mother was becoming ill too. And so I quit my job. I left my friends. I left my support groups, and I left everything, literally. and I left New York and I came back to Los Angeles, where I'm from, and I began caregiving. Now, the stress of caregiving is ridiculous, and the amount of stress that I was under for an extended amount of time really weighed on me psychologically, which then of course had a horrible effect on my speech. My speech got so bad. Like, I had never been unable to control my speech to that point. It was I could hardly speak ever. I could hardly talk. And that went on for months and months, about 10 months. And then after a while, I decided that I needed to just throw myself back into stand-up. And so I started doing stand-up recently. And that has been such a crazy experience because my stutter is now even at a point where I can't memorize my sets and just say them. So right now, I'm just sort of stuttering on stage and getting through it and trying to figure out how to make my punchlines hit with my stutter. So now my stutter is sort of a part of my stand-up. And I think this is all a journey that I'm going on with my speech, and I'm just trying to figure it out, you know? So I guess stay tuned. Stay tuned because I have a lot more to talk about. I have a lot more to share with you guys. I have a lot more opinions about everything, including speech, you know, because life changes you, and time makes an impression on all people. And when your circumstances change, you have to adapt, and that is what I am in the process of. So join me. I'm back, guys. I missed you guys. Hope to see you soon. All right, bye. Mwah.